July 2026. Keir Starmer has stepped down, and the path is clear for Andy Burnham to assume the office of Prime Minister without contest. But the former mayor of Greater Manchester brings a highly specific objective to the premiership. He intends to physically drag the centre of British political power out of London and shift its weight toward the northwest. He plans to establish a secondary prime ministerial office, dubbed Number 10 North, designed specifically to sever long-term domestic economic planning from the daily crisis management that dominates Downing Street. Relocating the machinery of government out of the capital challenges an institutional structure that has concentrated authority in the South for nearly a millennium. For decades, power was guarded inside the Southern Golden Triangle: London, Oxford, and Cambridge. Analysts call this ceiling the Wordwell Wall, sealing off the post-industrial North from the affluent Southeast. The result? The Southeast receives £500 more per person in regional growth spending. When regional mayors request control over their own skills training, innovation funding, and employment support, central departments in Whitehall routinely refuse to hand over those levers. Keeping all decision-makers in one geographic pocket ensures that global economic shocks are treated as abstract policy puzzles rather than localized realities for post-industrial towns. Andy Burnham understands this divide personally. Raised in a working-class Catholic family near Liverpool, he later attended Cambridge University, where he openly struggled with imposter syndrome among the traditional establishment. During his 9 years as mayor of Greater Manchester, he channeled that experience into a governing philosophy known as Manchesterism. It is an approach of business-friendly socialism that prioritizes rapid economic development alongside explicit, direct social benefits for local residents. The clearest proof of concept is the B network. Burnham managed to pull the region's fragmented, deregulated bus system back under unified public control, introducing a strict £2 cap on single fares to immediately aid commuters. By focusing entirely on place-based, hyper-local issues, he earned the nickname King of the North, while building a highly functional template for national devolution. To scale that template, Number 10 North is slated for a digital campus near Manchester Piccadilly Station. Its mechanical function is to physically extract domestic policy implementation and economic strategy away from the Cabinet Office in London. While the South claims the political Golden Triangle, the Northwest has cultivated a lucrative counterpart. This map shows the Cheshire Golden Triangle, a string of highly affluent villages including Alderley Edge, Pressbury, and Wilmslow, sitting just 15 miles south of Manchester. This 5-mile pocket is the preferred residential enclave for the nation's wealthiest athletic elite. During recent international tournaments, 9 members of the England national football team lived right here, completely inverting the traditional north-south wealth dynamic. The modern wealth and cultural influence of the country's national sport have already decentralized. The creation of a northern prime ministerial office is an attempt to force the political machinery to finally catch up. This chart shows the severe fiscal headwinds inherited from Keir Starmer. A temporary stabilization was driven by a 3.2% spending increase over 3 years. But because that consumed add in capital reallocations toward the Defense Investment Plan, and the Treasury has very little flexibility to fund municipal mass transit links or new infrastructure across the Midlands and the Southwest. Burnham's ambitious plans to redistribute economic growth are on a direct collision course with an empty national treasury. To bypass Whitehall's resistance, the new Prime Minister must immediately establish universal strategic authorities. This means forcing mayoral elections across all remaining non-metropolitan areas to completely finalize the map of English devolution. Crucially, Number 10 North cannot operate solely as a Manchester advocacy hub. It has to govern and direct investment for the entire country, reaching peripheral regions from Cornwall to West Cumbria. If the project falls prey to budget wars and central bureaucracy, the Manchester outpost will become an expensive drain on resources, proving that the Wordwell Wall remains impenetrable. But if he can align the funding with the physical machinery of government, he will permanently redraw the geographic map of British power.